be one of those days where it decides to crash. Nice. Those are the best. So awesome. Alright. I don't know if it's this. I'm trying to see if it's actual, like, GPU usage or... Whoop! There we go. Yeah, you know what we're gonna do? I'm just gonna have to stream it on not high quality. Let's go to medium. Stream. It's gonna freeze. Hopefully it doesn't crash. That should be mostly CPU stuff changing over. But maybe we'll free up some memory. Basically at high, I'm running out of my video memory. Hold on. Yeah. Alright, well that compiles over. Holy Jesus. Hopefully it fixes itself and performs a little better. It should, because we won't have all the high-end stuff that I have on. But I'm gonna go to the BRB screen and I will be right back. It's a great way to start a stream, just immediately leave. Alright, I'll be right back. Oh yeah, sorry, got distracted. Was gone a little longer than I wanted. I had mail come in, and then they were telling me about some dumpster fire or something. Like, now it wasn't working then, not me. Anyways, what are we gonna do? Hopefully it's still streaming. There was obviously some memory issue, so we just turned it down to medium quality, and look, it turns basically nothing down. Or at least the quality still looks alright. Let's close all this stuff, because let's see what the task manager looks like. Hey look, I have video RAM. I've got it. I've got the memory. Just barely. It barely gives me back more when I turn it down to where we have no shadows. This is great. Oh god, look at that. Alright. Anyway, so what we're gonna look at is like the new docs and stuff, right? So I already turned this on, and I wanted to see if the screen space, like what this looks like. So this is the new SSGI, so screen space quality, which I don't know what it's set at, and it might just look weird. Anyways, we're gonna notice it more in here. There we go. Look at that. Ooh, look at that noisiness. So noisy and great looking. Oh. Obviously it's screen space, so there's some artifacts to that, in that it's gonna disappear when we're not looking at it. I don't know how much I like it. Still cool though. If it's more usable than nothing, you know. But anyway, so we're gonna shut that off. That's not something I need. Where are we gonna go? That would be in graphic rendering. All right, and then from here, space beta. Don't need it on. I don't know what it looks like with it off though. I feel like we're missing a lot of AO because I changed the. We can just change that one setting back. So shadows, and then I think what would it be? Effects, shading. No, oh god, I'm gonna break the engine. This is how it happens. I just turn everything back up to high. Alright. And then I've been playing around with the sky and stuff, but now obviously we have docs on that, so I wanted to check that out. So that would be sky atmosphere here. I think the one thing that I kind of broke in playing around with it was my height fog. So reading that will be nice. So let's first go to my fog. Apparently there's a new thing there as well. Not in fog, but lighting. I saw something about just make the game this. Call everything out after, 100 feet. It looks great. Sorry if it's all choppy. I don't really know what it looks like now. Do the oh man, FPS 30. That should clean it up a little. Hey, how's it going, Manny? Yeah, high five broke for you too. Yeah, with the oh yeah, you were the one playing with us. I mean, it's one of those things where I've used the previews and I placed some stuff down, but now I'm going like, let's read through the docs now that we have them and see like what I did versus what ended up happening. Like most of the sky stuff, I kind of just left default because it's like, it's pretty much like, do you want to be on Earth or off Earth? And then from there, after that, it's like, do you want to be, and I mean, after that, it's pretty much the same thing. Is it an alien world? And then, but yeah, how's it going? I mean, now I can actually read what the heck their freaking definition of it is, because it's like, it's nice to be able to read it on, like, I actually was trying to look up some stuff on it, and I'm not one to read the code, you know, but I'm like, okay, so what are their values actually translated to, because it's just a 1 here, you know, but in real life, it's this little number. Yeah, decreasing the particles in the atmosphere causes the, okay. Yeah, this seems like fancy people things. Oh, okay, that makes sense actually right there. So they're saying you want more, okay. So we would get that by, tell me what this is called. This is called what? The ray light scattering? Yeah, that makes sense, okay. So if we want that, which is more scatter. And it sucks too because my time of day right now is also like mid afternoon. And then it looks like the upgrading from the preview kind of fixed this, which is I had it where when it hit this time of day, it just completely broke. But I think that might also be my system for time of day that was already in place. Because I kind of just shoved this on there. I was like, yeah, you know, close enough. You know, so if we wanted more color out of it, though, I like that they at least, one thing I really liked about this was that they kind of, even though obviously this is kind of some crazy, in my opinion, stuff, because obviously this is a little, they left this one tab, just art direction. It's like, yeah, I should mess with stuff in this tab then, huh? So they have like this if you want the height fog to contribute less to it, but then I don't know what that is. But then like this is the actual color factor. So if you wanted something crazy, get ahead to 5, so that's right. Like you can encounter a strange problem when you're running your time of day tests. What was that? I know mine just went black when it was, here, I think I have time of day off at the moment. Shadow depth render time increased. Okay, I actually didn't debug anything. I probably should have. Like, I'm the one I'm terrible and I just turn all these on. I really like this new water, though. So this is the water shader you can find in the landmass plugin, or make it yourself because it's just super easy to make. Apparently, some people have been having issues where it's buggy. But, like, yeah. Oh, wow. I wonder why that is. Are you using, I wonder if I would see that. I mean, we'd be able to test because I'm already at some low FPS. Freaking, yeah. Oh, dude, they are so nice. But this is nice too. So if you place a river tool, they now place this with it. And it's using the water single layer system. It's expensive. The material itself is like 600 instructions, but it does a lot of stuff for you. And, you know, obviously it's still work in progress. So, like, to me, I'd rather pay that 600 instructions right now. And kind of see where it goes. Because right now it looks good. Rather than, like, before I was using distance field water. And, like, the memory costs of distance fields and things were just killing the game. And it's like, it kind of sucks because I really like distance fields because you get those nice distance shadows from them, and obviously distance field AO is kind of nice for in here. So I'm gonna have to figure out lighting. I kind of remove static lighting, but at the same time it's like that's not something I should actually be worried about right now. I need to actually finish game stuff, and then like lighting can be the last thing. But let's see. So yeah, so if we go to something like this where I'll just kind of do a little demo. Yeah, like, for me, I think the biggest issue was, like, so something like this, like, obviously it's pretty bright right now, but in here I was just behind the player. I was just getting so much ghosting with distance fields and anywhere that was inside. And then it also was just like I think I lost like 20 FPS or something like that. It wasn't too crazy. And I imagine if I had a better system, it would be okay. But like they really are meant for high, right? Which means that to develop with them, you need a system that can actually handle epic settings, which I can't. So like it will probably be something I enable in the future, but it will be in the future when I can actually, you know, either they're better or there's, you know, like I only have a 1060 in here, so like I instantly die. But yeah, so the landmass stuff's pretty nice. So the layers are cool because you can obviously just turn them off if you don't want them. Not sure what this layer does at the moment. You can lock them, you can do all these things, but then you can also add these now. And these are also per layer, which I really like. I made some YouTube videos on it. But like, say we wanted to, you know, flatten stuff out with the layer system, it's literally just like a Photoshop layer where it's like, oh, we actually want to invert all this, you know? So now my landscape's inverted. Like that's how the layering works. And then for the actual, like, and this is pretty fast. Honestly, the thing that slows me down is I have grass maps on here, even though it doesn't look like it, my grass is hidden. And that is just, that makes it take a second, especially when I'm streaming and everything. But we can come to something like this. So there's one of the splines is over here, if we find it. I think you can reorder them too, so that was nice. Here, we'll just go to this one. So, like, with the spline tool, you can actually just... You can actually... So, like, what I'm doing is my main layer is going to be basically the spline tools, so get the basic shape of everything. And then underneath that... right there, what's happening is I have a layer painted from the layer below, from the layer above main, so it's being all weird. But it's pretty nice where it's like, oh, you just want, you know, you want to add something, you just add it, like this, like the down here, this stuff is actually calculated on here. And I'm picking what to paint on it. Oh, I think I'm outside of the virtual texture. Boop. So yeah, like it's one of those things where it's like I wish I had started this after, like before I had done, like I wish this was here before I started the world itself, because I would just I am honestly tempted to just restart the map, because it's like it's worth it just because to get everything down you basically can get it down perfectly and then make the edits you want. So like you can come in here and just be like, oh, you know what, we're gonna go angle based, and I really like that because now it's like, oh, okay, so now it's gonna actually flood this at that angle, like that's a very large angle, obviously. But it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it just, ugh. It, like, when I saw this and started playing around with it, I was just like, where was this when I was playing around with height maps? Like, this is so awesome. The one thing that is, like, the one thing I was like, oh, dang, is like, so this seems like, so this is basically painted on here from this. So if we go back to width, I feel like that's not correct, but we just won't see this out. We go back there and then say something like the, so right here, I'm painting sand on it. It's just me trying to test this out. So we can actually like have it where instead of having an auto cliff material, we use these. which I imagine you've probably already watched the stream on it, but also the I don't know if you watched the, like, they had a talk during, oh. Hopefully the stream isn't just green. Okay, it's not. Like, I looked at my actual dashboard and it's just green. I'm like, oops. On their thing, they have, like, a new open world tools, basically from the... Yeah. Well, he was at their Unreal Fest, I wanted to say it was at. Or, yeah, I think Indie Fest is what it was. It was one of them. This guy right here, their open world preview. And they talk about it a little bit. It also covers some new stuff coming to, like, World Comp. Which is kind of nice. Okay. I imagine you did. Like, the fact that you're already using it, there's tons of people. Like, it's great, like, the day that a new engine build releases, that, you know, like, to buy, like, the binary builds, like, even though I use that because I don't want to have, I don't have the space for source, with the amount of versions I would have, I would have to have dev rendering and all these things, you know, but they have a thing where, like, today, just everywhere, Discord, Facebook groups, Reddit, whatever, is just flooded with people that are like, what's this? And I'm just like, that's been in there for like 3 weeks. That's been in there for so long at this point. Like, I don't know. I'm just teasing, kind of. I just really like to explore the engine, explore what I can do, right? But yeah, I really like it. Because you can, obviously I'm getting this, I'm like modulating it with this texture, but then like you can change that, and then you can change how much the texture actually influences on there. But it's like that talk's been up there for, you know, I want to say 2-3 weeks now. So it's like, really, if someone wanted to look at how it was gonna work before Thursday, I mean, I guess that, you know, it's a time thing, but still, they should have watched it. Anyways, so I wanted to see if they updated any of these tools, just in case, because I didn't actually pay attention to a lot of the like source stuff. I didn't see if anything updated, so I wanted to come in here. Let's actually just check out the plugin, because there's some of those things where it's like there's this noise. That looks kind of fun. Offset noise for distance. I like that noise. Right. Engine content. Always interesting to see what's inside engine content like that. It's like, oh, that's been here this whole time. World-based. What is this? Texture-based. World position offset. Oh, okay, that's nice. Like, is this a new example content? I feel like that hasn't been in here. Was I missing this whole time? I think I might have seen this. But yeah, it's kind of amazing how, you know, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, the engine is large, obviously, but like it answers a lot of the things, right? Like, really, a lot of the questions people have, like how it works, is right inside of it. I wanted to test chaos. They didn't mention it. Like, the release notes, I think, was kind of weird. I think obviously because they're on holiday, or, you know, like it's getting that time. Like, maybe that was why, but I felt it was weird that they only highlighted Datasmith and the fact, you know, that Unreal Studio is now this, besides the release notes. I think I mean, to me, it does make sense, because normally the blog is basically the release notes, just copy and pasted. So it was nice to have a shorter little, you know, like, these are the two main things. I wish they had mentioned some stuff that I know looks like still in beta. Like, I think this technically doesn't even really mention, like, if someone didn't actually look into it, it barely mentions some of the stuff in here, you know? But obviously people got to read the release. But But I want to see if there's anything improved to the modeling tools. I don't think I saw anything coming down to that. But then there's chaos. I wanted to see, can we actually chaos plug in spell it right, Matt. Okay, so this isn't in editor, is it? It used to be. That's why I'm making sure. Like they had it temporarily or whatever. I'm not seeing it though. I don't think I had to enable anything before. Like in the preview builds, you know, it was just another button. Like, can I hide this? That's what I want to know. We have these geometry tools now. Kill BSP. Really, that's what I want to come to the engine. I just want to be able to hide crap like this. Like I'm never clicking on these two. Alright, anyway, sorry. Keep getting distracted. I have a list open of stuff. Not that page, right here. So, I want to check out what it looks like. So, like, let's see if Blender can open a USD or export one. I don't know. If so, if not, we'll install, you know, something else. I think I might still have Max installed. I don't think so. Makes sense. USD is kind of a... Yeah. See if I still have Max installed. Oh, I forgot if I actually fixed this when I reinstalled Windows. But we'll see. But I want to see what Datasmith's like. So apparently with Datasmith, we can make, like, I know it's been in Unreal Studio. But it basically says they added all the Unreal Studio features. I know in Unreal Studio, they had like 100 free materials and stuff like that. I wonder if that's available or whatever. But they had this... Are you using Sun Sky Blueprint that came in, or did you just add the Atmos Sky? Let's see. I forgot. I think it's Sky Atmosphere at the moment. Yeah. I did not add the... I think I had that at one point. The, what's it called again? It's Sun Sky? Oh, this must have been... Was this like a last minute thing? Oh, God. Oh, my God. It's so bright. That wasn't in the beta, was it? Alright, what's involved in this? This is... I think I read about that, right? Yeah, it's got a skylight and a directional light. Okay, so it's all of them combined. That's perfect. This one we have to say disable. That we should be... and this has... guy. Jesus. Oh yeah, or this isn't new. It's the it used to just be in the plugins. So now you don't have to enable the plugin. Yeah. It basically it's them all. God. Mine's like 3 point. The whole realistic values too. Jesus Christ. Yeah. No, I know. This is the one where you have to set it to like some craziness, right? So this might be new. Then yeah? I mean, yeah, you're saying it's new. Oh, this is also saying it's the second one in here. Did I have another? Yeah, I'm definitely not using that. But it looks like it's just the, so they had that. The sun position and everything. They used to have that. It was just a plugin. So did they just get rid of that? The sun, this guy right here? The sun position, maybe it's the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that would be nice to do. Because then it would be, like the actual values of everything would be nice. Holy crap. God, this is so bright at the moment. I don't know if it's just that we were looking at that bright screen and now everything's bright, or just, yeah, no, everything's just bright. I don't know. I think I'd have to, I think I'm gonna try it out eventually. But yeah, so they have something called the variant manager in here now. And then they actually, like, it looks like they, like this. How do we get to this window? It's called, so. But yeah, that's cool. I'll have to look more into it. I know I've seen, like, people doing, like, obviously ArchViz and stuff, you know, they want more, stuff like that. Isn't it like you have to set this to, like, the correct thing in here to not use game settings or whatever? You set it to, you know, whatever it is. Like, not that, but the other EV100 in your, to, like, actually use correct auto exposure and everything. No, I'm looking for, so they have this, so they have, I'm looking at the, basically, release notes, is, how do we find this? For details, let's go there. Feasible scene data groups for real-time rendering. Okay. I imagine we'd have to, okay, so we'd have to make a data prep asset. So we can basically say, thanks autosave. I've been liking, they made improvements to, like, the recovery system where you can actually use it with everything. It's nice. Nice for me. I like to crash the engine. No, let's go here. Let's get out of here. Add to build tool moment. And then it is saying it is a, oh crap, I lost it. Oh, and this is opened. So does this support it? It might not be a newer version. I haven't updated. Yeah, whatever. I was gonna see what that was like. Probably have to. That's good to know my 3ds Max works. I think the last time we tried it, it wasn't working correctly. I had broken on it or something. No, I need to find the docs page again. Oops. So we are going to. Oh yeah, I want to try the new hair stuff as well. So it's just new blueprint. So I'd have to enable it, I think. I imagine it's a, yeah, because I don't see it. So is it data prep editor? Yeah, sure. Importer, sure. I don't know. Variant managers in here, okay. I wonder if they organize this at all. Are all this stuff under it? How do you? Oh, it's because I'm searching by data. I was gonna be like, how is it still not all in here? These are so spread. They used to be so spread out. They might still be. Yeah, so data prep looks right there. Play, rendering. Yeah, like, why is this still under this? Just remove magically. 2 people that bought it aren't gonna. Hey, how's it going? I want to say. Oh, that's a lot of R's. I cannot roll R's. Can I just say row? Is that all right? How's it going? Okay, so I enabled some stuff. We are not gonna save anything. All right. I guess rah rah or rah rah. Yeah, I'll just start going rah rah rah, rah if I try to say the whole thing. I apologize. Right now we're trying to enable the data prep stuff that apparently it's supposed to just be there, but it doesn't like me. Like there it is. Data prep asset. So basically with this, you're supposed to be able to say, see, this is what I like. This sounds awesome. Okay. So you can set these automatically. So I'm really liking that. So you can basically say, hey, when I enable this, I want you to automatically set it to the foliage thing. I want you to delete anything called, camera or whatever. You know what I mean? And so you can actually import a whole scene. So I wanted to see, you can set this. That's kind of nice. So set LODs. You can merge. Okay. Which it should. Actor new light. Nice. Okay. I imagine you'd have to have actual name stuff. I saw some. I think it was like the. It might just be not here. Like by. But like it was. I think it was in their example stuff where it was like you can subdivide it or something. Okay, let's see. So set up small parts, so anything less than this gets that. Okay. Oh, so these are actually like this. So this more, oh ho ho. So this works more like Niagara, where you can actually stack things. So we can have multiple actions where we say, compact it, delete unused objects, whatever. Right, and then when it first imports, we also are gonna do this, where we merge it and say, LOD group, substitute material by table. So I wonder if that means I could basically do it by the name. I'm actually looking at this. Sorry. So we can basically say, like, if it's less than that, so it could be like, so we can automate setting this up, right? Instead of having to put all the specific things on there. I really like that. This might not, like, right now we're just kind of exploring stuff. I'm sorry if we don't get too productive. Data prep window. Because I kind of like just reading through here. But I really like this, like the fact that we can filter it. So we can, I wonder if we could filter, if we can get the, so I like this, is class of, so we can actually, I'm taking it, can we import anything? How do we, those inputs, data, like how do we actually bring data into here? You know what I mean? So folder importer, okay, so we could literally just have a datasmith folder that it's reading. Okay. And then from there, say import. Oh god, and it's gonna import all of the things. Let's just say import file, right? And find something. So let's go. Oh, it's gonna. the content. I actually kind of like this because we might be able to do some fun stuff. Because I can actually, have you tried Control Rig? I tried Control Rig when it first came out in like 4.2.2, but my character isn't really set up with a rig or anything right now, so I haven't had a need. And I feel that stuff's more for like sequencer. But this could be really nice because I think we could set up a rule that it's automatically importing from this folder, but then it reads the name. I wonder if we could do this. If we could, it would be nice. So I have my stuff organized where if it's static mesh underscore, it's the final version of that product, right? But then if it's HP or LP, then it's the, you know, work in progress versions. I'm wondering if we could use this. I don't know if this always scans or only when I hit import. You know, output folder, build tools, parameterization. Like, that would be kind of fun to see if it execute. No, like, if we can open stuff up like that. I kind of, that's part of the engine I've been wanting to look into anyways. I can't use it after the missing the rig hierarchy ref for some reason. Huh. I mean, it is in early access, right? I mean, this doesn't even have a, I don't even have a thing for this. Nothing even shows up for me, like Control Rig. I know they changed how it worked. In like I want to say with 2.3, where it was more like they actually kind of fully developed it a little more because I remember using it in there. Where you actually have to, I want to say you make the control rig or something, and then from there, like there's a different process. I remember they did, yeah. I thought it was in miscellaneous, but I gotcha. Okay, so I've just destroyed it. What you're saying? Or like there's some other way because I remember watching it. Here, this is my terrible thing, but I remember I want to say they did a stream on it, or it was somewhere like they did it at one of their talks, and I watched a video that they released on it or covered some of it, and it showed a completely different way to use it than what it had been before. Kind of like Niagara. Like, can you actually make like the full, like, I haven't actually came in here. Like, can you make a whole, can you rig something in here? Like, what are we supposed to be doing? So what exactly is not showing up? So you're saying this doesn't show up as a variable? Like the rig. I don't know how it would work. Obviously, I'm saying I don't use it, so I don't know where you would get that. It's something where it's one of those things where like animation already freaks me out. You know what I mean? So I just kind of go like, I probably shouldn't touch control rig. You know? Like, look, this is what happened. I'm gonna show you. So we had to restart, so we're not on the map. But, so someone made me a character. I want to say 1.5 years ago now. Last Christmas, in fact, I think it got made. Hopefully it wasn't before then. When we learned it was 2 years ago. No. And when they made it, we struggled to get it rigged because I couldn't rig anything. So I then used Mixamo. But now I was doing some stuff, and I was going to rig it myself. But I don't know why I'm flying all the way over here. But the current state of my model is this. And there's something up with lighting. Why is she like bloom right now? Might just be because I'm at medium settings, but oh yeah, look at that grass that's messed up. What the heck? Okay, but like I literally broke something, so I just like I think I was trying to reparent her rig or whatever, retarget it. And then I ended up doing this to it, so it's just like, this is life now. Like, it's really demotivating too. I need to just finish her, and then I'll have stuff to do. Really, in the end, this is what happens. Game's first person now. Don't need to rig if you make the game first person. Look at that. Things scale better too. You're like, oh, look. And everything still works. Grab some cans. Like, but anyways, so I don't know how to help you on that. Wish I could. So let's see, visual prep action. Okay, so this is kind of easy enough to know. The car, CAD. So this is more for like CAD assembly. I know that, but we had to try. Okay. So next. So I know this has been out here for a while. But I want to check out what it actually. I think there was a thing to like change the size, right? Like I saw that for sure, where it was like set the scale correctly, you know. And that's what I wanted to find it for, like. Fix everything that's 100 centimeters too small. All right, let's just see what that does. If I hit that, then that, what happens? We'll just do it somewhere I can delete. So this is gonna go into that, generated, I guess, right here. Did it just import? Is that all it did? But I don't know what it looks like. I imported it, I think. Did I import it? Bruh, it should be named. I did. Like, I don't know what that window just did. This all seems like things I shouldn't be playing with. Okay, so names and labels. Okay. Oh, that dude. Looks like so much stuff to clean it up though. So garage add-on. Rated. And have a garage add-on. What the heck, man? Alright. No, we should move on from this. Alright, so we were looking at that sky. Hey, Sniper, how's it going? We are basically trying to find all the new docks at the moment. Currently here. Alright, warning. Oh, we should probably read this. So this is what I'm looking for. I wanted to see an example of that, or I don't know if this is what I'm looking for. But this right here, enable sky, set the blend mode to, okay, that might be why. So I have my old sky right here. You just can't see it. It's just the dynamic sky thing that was free. Is what I had been using temporarily. Wow. Stains a mesh with the sky. Look at that. Your scene contains a mesh with the sky material assigned to it, so we optimize by not rendering the sky as full screen pass. However, your sky mesh does not cover that part of the screen. Okay. Whatever that means. Alright, so I think the issue, we gotta read through this. For one. So it's saying rendering with the sky dome is enable sky. For some projects, you want to position the sky dome around the world, enabling artists the way the sky cloud. Because I want to still have like stars, you know. So rendered as the last opaque mesh during the base mesh, meaning the aerial perspective will not be applied to it. However, high fog will still be applied as if used. Okay. Well, I have that. That's the interesting part. So We have, it's on is sky. Right? I really like the freaking debugger, by the way, for this. So sky. Yeah, is sky. Damn. Blend mode, opaque. Damn. Unlit. The sky material is rendered last. Take mesh. Aerial's perspective. Is there something else I have to do? Do I have to, because it mentioned specifically the sky atmosphere. Do I have to like apply this somewhere in here? I didn't see a material slot. Like, that's what I thought. So it's saying it should be, oh god, where are we? So it's saying the last thing should be that. But I can't even really check the size of this while this is applied. Just apply that. Let me just... Oh, I can't because I'm getting called in creation. Did that right there. That button. There we freaking go. Look at that. I made it not visible at some point when I was creating this. So the clouds work. And this means we can actually do something a lot cheaper too. Because we don't need the blue sky part of it or anything. And we can actually just sample like the so we just do the clouds only, like the base color sky. Like we don't need the sky color. We just need this clouds. And we can take a lot of that away. Those instructions will actually be saved there. So global lighting gradient, like this can be removed. The only thing we'll keep is like this. This will be a freaking pain in the butt to go through all this. I know this is a cloud layer right here. But then the nice thing too is now we have this, right? We have the Atmo, this stuff. Which we did not before. I mean, we could obviously have gotten them, but... So this is the sun, base color sky. We literally just be background cloud. How's this base color sky? And then this is literally clouds. Get mixed up. But it's nice. So that means we can literally just have it, and they kind of align to the world, it seems. Because that does not look like what they used to look like. Not at all. The color broke. That is something we can easily fix. Yeah, see. This scene can say in the sky. It's basically saying you're not looking. You need to either look completely at it or not have it. So that's nice though. That's good to know. So that's something we can actually reapply and come back to and add in here. Really like that. Something that did not save is, I think this didn't. I got this water. We can do it later. I was just basically lerping to a solid color in the back. I think it's just what camera.
Okay.
Emerald. Telling it, yo. Shush. And I need to do it to the normal as well. I want it to be where in the distance we're not getting so craziness. Which really what I think I'll do is honestly just, so basically what I did is I like this material because what it opens up, so like you don't have to have really you know, I don't have to do the math for this anymore. The fade right here, the absorption, which is nice, but it also at the same time, like, so I have my old material, so we do water transparent. Oh, this is gonna look gross because I don't have distance fields on anymore. Just you can take that part out. Literally just using it for let's not do that. This is how I break something. I'm in a rush for streaming, and then I'll just end up breaking something completely. That's just not. We'll look at the opaque, right? So if we look at the opaque version, we can somewhat see the features that I want to add it back. It's not. Mine's kind of nice because well, that's freaking expensive. That's for one. The opaque's a little silly because it doesn't have really much in it. I think we can recreate this normal thing. That's easy enough. That's just the material function. 128 freaking shaders. Why am I not just using this? But then I think I have like the little spec thing on it, right? You can see right there. So basically that's just there's specular in the distance. I really like that stylization, and it's something I think I'll be adding to this. Hey, font art. I actually just made those into stickers and stuff too. But it's a super simple little thing. Oh, and this one doesn't have waves yet. Okay. Like rediscovering what I did. You can see the mess I've made. I was trying to do different distance field things. But I almost feel like this is not. Oh god, not this. That's nice. This isn't what I wanted. Go back to the other water. Good one. What's this? Oh, this is from the... Oh, I should check that, if they updated that. The shallow water thing. Yeah, so they have that as well. So let's go to the plugin stuff, right? What we should really be looking at. So there's this shallow water content. Let's see, do they have a map yet? Or anything? And I'm not sure what it does. So I think it was to test the water. Like there's some shallow water apparently system and a surface material thing. Like I don't even know what the heck this thing's for. I was looking at this going like what? Obviously for I think it's for okay, so it's for spawning Niagara things. Daddy, D isn't a second grid collection. What? Data interface isn't a second 2D. Okay. Grid, get data interface. Again, optional name none. Debug water. Okay. Either way, this is something that's very not done. So I'm thinking that they're doing a render target to it, and then that's gonna spawn foam by the looks of it. Maybe based on where the player's stepping or something else. Either way, that's something I imagine we'll see in the future. Like, let's see, what the heck is this? The actual water material. See if we can actually even see any of this or if it just crashes. Huh. Okay. Maybe this is why the we got the 409. Need to teach whoever at Epic uses this about make material attributes. Kidding, don't kill me, whoever did. I wonder if this was like the... This almost makes me think this was like the beginning of the single layer system. Like, I don't know if this is necessarily supposed to be in here. Like, I guess maybe it is. Maybe it's supposed to just be shallow water. But I don't get why you wouldn't be using this height map. We're using a normal from a height map, and then we're just saying which height map is this? Okay, it's the water material. I don't know. See, I'm doing all this exploring for you guys. I love this. Best. So there's a road material in here. Apparently, that is cool. Okay. Not that, it's freaking borderline. Yeah. Does that mean we can looks more like black marble. That's because they're using the default macro variation stuff. Interesting though. So this is in the landmass. So this basically it's the rivers tool. So you could select this instead of the river. And that's the nice thing about that river tool too. So the river tool is just the pre-set up stuff. You know? Can I delete this, please? Ugh, I hate that. I think I have like an extra sun or something enabled. It's super bright. Like, so the nice thing about that tool we were using is there's actually one right here. It's just being weird. And you can use it in landscape mode or not, I think. Oh. There's no. Go edit splines. Find that tool. It's this one. Let's set this to set it to that road material. Now this is the weird part, is for some reason this is offset. So I need to find out why. I actually kind of like this because theirs actually works on like my road material. I need to replace my. Yeah, you see how it's sometimes offset? I don't understand that. I want to say it's because there's a layer below it or whatever, but. I don't think so. Either way, yeah, I feel like we should replace mine with that. If mine's sideways. I made it the wrong dang direction. Oh man, my like virtual texture's all freaking out. Yeah, like I literally imported it and then I'm like, oh okay, so it worked because it works on this one. And then for some reason on these splines, this is just using the normal spline tool, nothing crazy, it decided to be sideways. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you, spline tool? But yeah, I feel like they're, for that not to be like this, that means one of the layers above it, right? Editing it, let's make sure, see if this is, so neither one looks like it is, but there's an offset in here. This. There we go. Oh god. But even then it's still offset. God. What's the actual set? Like 36. Why is this so dang? The SW road looks like Beetlejuice or something. What the heck? 250. Like, where's this getting offset? Besides this tool that I'm breaking it. Oh. Past it. Somewhere in 700. But then it's not for everything. Like, oh, you little tool. Oh, I got oh, come on. Sorry, my editor's going all crazy. And we got a crash. I think, let's see if we still have the bot. Crash. Plus 1. Nope. Yeah, I ran out of memory. No way. No way I didn't. Something happened. It wouldn't give us more memory. Alright, the bot's not up. No, I used to have a bot that counted how many times I crashed the engine. Especially on days like this, because I like to play around with stuff. All right, let's see. Do we want to recover any of this? No, because it was kind of useless. I do like that though. Data recovery thing. works. I was being told that it wasn't supposed to work when you're not doing multi-user stuff, but it has to run that multi-user stuff to get this done. That's how it does the, if I know right. If I remember them saying it correctly. But it works. I'm not doing multi-user setup. So if you wanted to use it. All right. Let's see. We probably shouldn't. Honestly, what it really is I probably shouldn't open this with while streaming. You know, I should just explore the map. The one thing I wanted to look into is not for this project, but the one thing I didn't see mentioned, it was mentioned on Trello, is app bundles. Let's see. Let's upgrade this. I already made a backup, so we're just gonna. Oh crap! No, don't open it. Don't open it like that. So we're just gonna upgrade in place. But let's see. It might have gotten pushed back somewhere. Maybe to make the road work better, you probably need. Yeah, probably. That's what I was about to try, and then we had to crash. Yeah, no, we're just gonna open convert in price. But I want to double check this, just in case it's not here anymore. Coming out of beta, nice. I want to use the new, so they added, there was something I wanted to try because, Chris Murphy, right, used it, the evangelicalist for, like, Australia, Southeast Asia, and he used it in a kind of smart way, which technically doesn't need to be used in this way, because you could use the landmass plugin, or, you know, the new layer system, but he did it to do water lines, and I really like that idea, because the only other idea I had for using the height was to actually, where trees are, do like Far Cry 5 did, and hide things by blending the height in, slightly, and then also sampling the color in the tree to hide the bark. But I really like this idea of doing this. Which I guess I could do both, because we could actually store something like, that's something I noticed, is so there's opacity in here, right? And technically, this is just, I wonder if you could store, as long as you're not reading this anywhere, you could basically hijack the opacity. I'm thinking, I don't know for sure, but because you're just outputting this to the landscape, that's where it would be the interesting thing. I don't know if it would work there, because I think you have to output here on the landscape. We'll have to check out my landscape material, but I was gonna say you could almost hijack one of these channels if you're not using them, and then just do like an if this, then it's data for this, and if it's lower than this, it's data for this. But I don't know. We'll see. Oh, this is gonna take a bit. It's gotta do the. So the nice thing I saw about this is they did do a lot of upgrades to mobile, surprisingly. Is they depreciated the ES2 stuff, which is fine because my stuff was already there. But what I'm looking for is they had in here that they were going to use app bundles, which app bundles are what Google Play now requires to upload to Google Play. Not that I really care, because honestly, my mobile games I haven't really taken care of. They're not even the best games. I barely pay attention to them. I probably should pay more attention to them. But it looks like they hit it, so it must have just not made the mark. They must just missed it. Sorry for anyone not knowing. I'm over here looking at this. To see if maybe they, because I think there's some other little things they took out as well. I mean, we can kind of Unreal. I want to try this new hair stuff. I wish I wasn't using 3D hair. Let's see what people said about it, though. There might be someone already complaining or saying things about it. But yeah, I wonder, because I had the same issue with my landscape, but I think that there it was an offset issue, rather than anything else. So this is actually kind of nice. This is interesting. It's a little brighter. I think that's because I accidentally overwrote the default color. What is happening here? Those are bright. So let's come in here. Let's go. I literally am opening this just to preview one. I should not have done that. That will reset building things. Oh God. I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. You guys are here to just watch me fail at this point. So what I want to do is, let's see this. Let's see package. Okay, so packaging. I don't even need to open this. I don't think. I just wanted to check because it's over here. So bundle. There we go. Okay. iOS has a bundle. That does make sense. Okay. I mean, that does make sense because that's how freaking iOS is. But Android is more so. I needed to upgrade this project anyways. I think we need to upgrade the target version because Android is updated. Oh, let's do this off screen. Right below is some information, I believe. Yes, it is. Good thing I didn't keep scrolling. So we can support that. And then not seeing, I think they dropped app bundle from attempting to do this. Build with hidden symbol. Which kind of sucks because that means I'll have to continue to I mean, we can actually see in here. Let's go to the actual. Could be like it didn't make it in here, but it made it into the this. So if I think I can literally just. Google just sent me a traffic thing like, hey, there's heavy traffic on the way home. I'm in my room, Google. You know that. I think they sometimes do that just to throw you off the scent. See, we don't know everything. Alright. You're like, you're stressing me out too much. Yeah, no, so launch. Project launcher, that's what we're looking for, huh? Advance. No, none of that changed. Android. Android for... Or if we could just come in here. Yeah, so I think I'll have to manually make them app bundles still. I do wonder if there's been any, like, size decrease. Which we could check, but I would literally have to build the game. I don't think it would take too long, but it's still building the whole game. Takes a good minute. Dude. Oh, come on. Oh, that's why. Oh, God. I'm like, why is it so slow? It shouldn't, we're not doing nothing. And it's apparently opening twice, so it's compiling all those shaders. These sound designer not only is an audio mixer by default, but the sound asset creation menu is way more organized. Oh, dude. Nice. Sorry, I'm looking at these hints while this is frozen. If you haven't already, you should follow Fisk. He posts all sorts of things. So I really like this. So you can convert a function to an event instead of having... Okay, so you can convert an event to a function, which I imagine selects everything connected to it. That's actually really nice. Just because, honestly, how many times I've had to do that where it's just like, this is better as a function. Use shift delete to delete to... Graph will automatically reroute any... Wait, what? What? Oh yeah, plastic's now in. Function override blueprints now display their base class. Oh, okay, that's nice. See, this isn't even in the freaking. The contact Neil now copy that. Collections look nice. Collections have also been exposed to editor scripting. Ooh. I really like this because this is something I've been trying to slowly expand. Like if you notice in my other project, I have the God, what is it called? The I literally have it over here. Like I have stuff like the make it black and white, do this, set the time of day. I really like that. Oh. Nice. New active classes get components by interface. What? Oh, dude. I didn't read through all this earlier. Wait, new node for widgets combo box is open. Got it. That's all. Nice. Commented on this one. Wait, this opened again? God, I closed it from opening. That whole time, I think that's what we were waiting on. So let's see, if I package this would be really fast. So the min tests for these versions were some crazy. Literally gonna be, yep. This should take literally like 5 minutes. So with that, we will open up the platformer. And then I think... What in the freaking library needs to update? This is what I hate about having all these free assets now. Okay, so this is now updated. I wonder... What I want to see them do is update it to include... like, I want these same shaders, but make it with the landmass plugin, where I can just drag in a brush, and it's there. No need for a mesh anymore. The update for, that's what I'm trying to see. Why should I update this? Levels. Good, not updating it. Yeah, okay, I got it. Got an update. What else got an update? I have to hit the update. Okay, you got an update. Good job. Nothing else updated. Good. Okay. Okay, while that is opening, let's come. So with this, last night I was trying something new. I tried this already with the I was trying something new with the camera system in here, where this was late last night, so broken.
Okay.
Wait, oh, and it is broken. I said that and I meant it in more than one way. Okay, so yeah, I just left it broken. Good job, Matt. High five. Let's come in here. Let's go to BP camera class. How is your RAM? It's nice. I was able to get some. I'm running out of RAM less in like Substance Painter, so I can actually use Substance Painter on stream or Substance Designer on stream. But my issue right now with my main project is literally I don't have VRAM. So it will crash the stream. It's great. But yeah, it's nice. Thanks. How's it going, by the way? Also got gifted a new monitor as a gift. And it's nice. I like it. And I was able to get rid of my old like monitor from like 2009. Interesting. But yeah, how you doing? What you up to today? We are breaking blueprints. We were looking over Unreal stuff. Oh, look at that. I was building a project. It built. That was fast enough. Let's see how big it is. So I want to see if there was any size improvement, basically. I think it's under this. I gotta do that just in case because there are some things here where it's, you know. Alright, so this is from today. This is 81 megabytes. So I've somehow gained 20. I've gained 20 megabytes just upgrading Unreal versions. Here. Oh no, his collection of thingies. Don't show them, yeah. No, there's Android, like some of the Android stuff, and some of the builds. I have like the actual, like, my Android key that I'm not supposed to share. So like there's certain Android things where I'm like, I never know where it's gonna show up. So I'm like, let's not have it where it ends up. So this is where it gets interesting. So we could now run Android Studio. This is now apparently Android build time. Which this might need to be updated, and that could be the issue. Is I didn't reinstall the update, you know. And then if we actually open this and overwrite the yeah. I mean, I'm hoping, so like the Quixel guys kind of leaked, I want to say, that they've seen a new marketplace, because they were like, people were asking them like, how is all that stuff going to go on the marketplace? Are you getting rid of Bridge? Blah blah blah. So they kind of were hinting at that there's a whole new launcher coming, or a whole new library and store for the Unreal side of stuff. Like, it might be, I'm pretty sure it's like all together. There's a whole new store coming, obviously, for the store. But that would be a great improvement anyways, because it's just like, I also want folders. I also want it to be where I can hide something from my library, you know. And like you were saying, like, I want to be able to sort by, and just have it where only the current stuff is here. Then everything else can just gray out and be under it, if that's what you want to do. But like, I don't know if they still are, but they used to be like loading like high resolution pictures in here. Like this is the same picture that's in this. So it's like they weren't like cutting it down to be a smaller thing or anything. So like that then slows it down. I don't know. More like Unity lets you make your own groups and stuff. Yeah, that's where I think eventually we'll get, like, I think in the end we're just gonna have, you know, a merged store. But we'll see. Anyways, so what we're looking for is I have to actually plug in this. So Android Drago ready to update. Yes, update. That will update the Gradle version. And this is where it's like, why isn't this plugged into the freaking engine? You guys could have fixed it. It seems like they fixed the issues that pop up. Because before, there used to be like 5 errors that I had to then reconfigure in Android Studio. Like, that seems like it might be fixed. Right there, I just had to update. And that was it. But I wonder if I can, you know, like... It'd be nice if I could actually come in here and refactor thing, remove images, things. Like, can I actually build this as a bundle? So like that at least works. It's not an error. It used to be an error. Sorry, I'm doing it off screen because like I said, Android, you never know. But it's basically I'm pressing this, pressing build as bundle instead of build, and it uses your intermediate folder to basically rebuild your app using the Gradle built in this. And there we go, successfully. Okay, so 51. Okay, so I can build an app bundle at 51.8, right? So, and that's in debug. Okay, so we might have actually, hold on. Generate signed. This is where I take it off screen. Who's exit? Oh, please stop opening. I'm just gonna I'm gonna hide video capture for a second. But I'm pretty sure we might be able to. They might have actually successfully did what I asked and gave me a smaller game. And Manny, thank you for the follow. Normally I work in Unreal and Blender. For anyone that is new here. I feel like I should say. Today's kind of an unusual day because I knew I wouldn't be able to stream for hours and hours. So I just wanted to look at what was new. Off to bed. Alright, see you around. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of your stuff. So see you later. Thanks for the follow. We're going to game. Where the heck is this installed? Where's my key store? Does anyone know where I put my key store? Hey, thanks for the. I want to say it's brow. Yeah, see, my mouth just goes numb. Rah. Thanks for the follow. Ro. I forgot which one he said was okay. I apologize. Android APK key store. It's to the left or the right, forward. Oh, you found it. Good job. Key store password. This is what I don't want you to have, right? In fact, I might not know this. But if we run it in signed mode, we're gonna actually get it where it's gonna be less size. So like this means that maybe I can have my game be, you know, instead of being on the market, like not that this game does well, like I'm gonna be honest, but instead of having it be at freaking, you know, 47 megabytes, which is the smallest size, maybe I can get it to 40, which makes it just rah rah la row row. Rah rah la row row. See, my brain messes up at that last la. Rah rah the. Rah rah la row row. Rah rah la row row. Sorry, I just tried to say it as that dog. You're good. We will go over it multiple times. All right, so it built it. Let's see it. Locate it. All right. Wait. Locate. So yeah, 51. Okay, so it didn't save much size, but I also haven't been back into the project, so there might be some size savings I can get in there. That kind of excites me. The last version did not have its size savings, and actually increased the size of the app 10 megabytes or something. So I ended up just building on 422. Not that I've updated it or done much to it, but we could. That'd be a fun little stream project. Anyways, so what we're doing is, I don't want this rotation, but so this is for anyone that is new, this is a little side project that I'm working on. The main project I'm working on is an action adventure game. Nice screen. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn the screen back on. Hey. At least you called it out. There was one time where I had, yeah, this is still really harsh. I almost think it would be nice just to use like I was muted for like an hour and no one said a thing. They just thought I was angrily doing some blueprints. And then I noticed. And I'm like, God dang it, this whole time. Like, they'd been talking to me, but they were just like, oh man, Matt must be really mean. Like, we're asking him questions, saying things, and he's not saying anything back. Like, what the heck? Whatever, he must be just angry at us right now. He's just like, oh, he's on a joking mood, whatever. Like, no, I just muted you. Like, I was replying and laughing back, and then I've done it more than once too, that's the sad part. But yeah, so I was thinking about a movement more like that. So like, this is like I'm prototyping games basically in this one. At the moment is what I'm attempting to do. That is a bug right there. This is just gonna lift forever, huh? Interesting. But this is what I had before, and we'll probably keep as well. I'm not sure where the game's going yet, so we're just kind of like, oh, yeah, whatever. Firefox has stopped its social network from tracking you by tracking you themselves. Dun dun dun. How's it going, Mac? Not much. We were exploring some Unreal stuff. I tried to get the data whatever thing working, because you can do some cool import stuff now. But I couldn't because I'm bulk. So we're now playing in this project for a little bit. For anyone that doesn't know, this is Fortnite 7. I don't know if I'm legally not allowed to call it that. But you know, what's the USD stuff like? No, not the USD stuff, because I don't have anything that exports to USD, but like the Datasmith stuff. All the Unreal Studio stuff's now in the engine. So I wanted to try that out. Because you can, here, I'll just freaking open it. We're gonna do it all over again. This time I won't open the map though, so it will probably crash less. Maybe. There's a slight chance of less crashing. Probably. So they now have like the datasmith stuff, and I'm not sure exactly how to make it work, but they have the basically with that you can actually create a data prep asset, which you can basically tell it to on import use this data print, use this data. I wonder if I could just do this. Hold on. If I just import a random freaking model, like, yep. Can I tell it to use a data prep or anything? No, okay. But basically you have this new data prep, and it's one of those things where I have to read the docs, and I'm streaming, so I'm not gonna do that. But you can do something like, if the bounding volume is less than, 20, blah, 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 then automatically assign this. Some people read while streaming. I know, but I have like this like ADHD when it comes to streaming, where I don't like to just sit doing nothing, because I feel like no one will. I mean, people do just leave, That's where, like, not that I really care if people are here. Like, I appreciate you all, but it's fine whether people are here or not. But I get all like, oh, people aren't gonna want to watch me just read the docs. I gotta do this. Let's do 70 things. But we can say, like, if it's smaller than this, then let's take the object name. And if it contains this, also do this. But we can, that's actually pretty nice, because we could say, like, if it includes HP, then make it this. I wonder if can we do this with materials? Does this have to be a mesh? Because that would be nice to. The thing I don't like about the engine is, by default, it redoes normal maps to automatically be a normal map. You import it and it makes it the data type normal map. I want it to do that for other stuff. Like, I want to be able to name something underscore roughness, and it automatically, goes to the right thing. Anyways, so we can do that and say, like, if it's less than that, we can merge it, whatever that means. That's that mesh. We can merge stuff. If we have multiple things, we can do the actual proxy mesh merging. But we can also come in here and actually, like, set a material, right? So, like, if it's less than, this is kind of nice because it kind of works like Niagara, which that's something we can look at too. But it's like, so if it's less than that, then automatically assign that material. And we would just do something like that. So that's what we were looking at. Kind of just seeing what is available here, because we can import a scene. It's just a matter of being able to import a scene, because it doesn't import just any scene. I can't just be like, oh, there's an FBX, import it, or it wasn't doing that. So I gotta see if there's some other execute, commit, blah blah blah. Have you played with the land stuff they have? Yeah, I've been playing with that for the last, like, month or two. That's probably honestly one of the reasons we don't, it's hard to open the map, because they use a lot of GPU memory to do those. So if we actually go to my level, hey, look, it's the new single layer water. But if we come over here, we have layers. So we can disable layers if we want. Do things like that. Right. Wait, is this only on that? Is it trying to make a new landscape? Oh, no. Edit landscape. New layers. We can see what it's doing. All that's on layer 2 is the corrections over there. Like, this is my corrective layer, right? But then on layer 1, I have splines and stuff, so we can actually come over here. And this is what I was showing actually right before you showed up. Is like, this is the new lance mass stuff. What card do you have? I have a 1060, but it's the 3 gig version, which is basically a 1060 cut in half. So the 3 gigs of VRAM only is kind of limiting in editor. Especially while streaming and doing this, you know. Basically my card's maxed out at the using all of my stuff. I close that. But yeah, so we have this, and then these just take a little bit of memory because they're doing stuff, right? So we can take this custom brush, and like I'm pretty sure I imagine you saw the streams and stuff where we can say like, here's more noise to it. I think I did some blur on mine because they come out really sharp, basically. So I just blurred it, and then that might be what's causing some issues. We should actually do some tests like that if we like run the FPS, which right now it's actually doing really well. It's stuff over here. There's some stuff over here that just tanks my frame rate, and I need to optimize it, right? Over here it's nice. We're in the 90 FPS range. So we just need the main part of the map where I have tons of stuff. That's good to know. I need to actually just come in here and clean stuff up. What if we do this? I wonder if we see a big difference. Like that, not blurred. First blurred. So we see it initially. It drops. But I think I did that because I didn't know about this in the beginning. There's a smooth blending option, which basically smooths out the blend at the bottom or the top. So you can actually just have it where you smooth that stuff out. And yeah. I actually do. Weight map influence, so we can actually put like dirt here or something else, and that's what I was trying to do here. Is just playing with, instead of using the automatic landscape generation stuff, seeing what that would do. And we need to set this that way the stream's a little more steady. But yeah, let's see what this. Okay, so enters the top. That makes sense. So basically, if we had wanted to get rid of that, and I think they're in like centimeters too, so you know, any of you guys use this. I actually kind of really like that because now we're is down. You can actually get a nice little hill. That's what I was having issue with, right? Is I was getting somewhat of a need to play with Megascan plus blending terrain, but I don't know how to do that in Unreal yet. Only know how to create a material using Quixel's plugin. I know their stuff has some. They have like some basic blending, so they have pixel depth offset, which I think this has on it. If we look at it, we'll see a pattern. So like they have pixel depth offset by default on their rocks, I believe, right? If you mean with the virtual textures, I can kind of show you how to do that. Really fast actually. So we can use this. You mean painting? What do you mean? Need to play with Megascan plus blending terrain. Everything. Oh, using their blending terrain stuff. I thought you meant their Megascan rocks. Like all the basic terrain stuff. Yeah, there's a lot to get used to in it. I thought you meant like this. So, like there's to hide the intersection. No, I know what you mean now. It's pretty easy. God. I thought you meant like this, so like to hide seams, you know? That's what I thought you meant initially. It's pretty easy. What I recommend to anyone that's getting ready, like if you don't know a lot about materials and you're trying to do like an auto landscape thing, where I recommend to always look is there's multiple projects with it. But my favorite, because it's simple in itself and kind of shows you some other simple, like landscape stuff and material stuff. 1 second. Oh, sorry, yawning. I'll try this. Virtual. To see the materials they have in there. But like you can download something like this. There is some material stuff in there. Like the landscape mountains or whatever, and there's another one in here, like the open world collection. I don't know if that one has anything. But I always recommend the two content examples. I think have a lot of stuff. Most people getting started are right here, content examples. And then this guy right here, stylized rendering. So this actually has a very simple height blend. As you can see, this is actually an automatic cliff thing on here. And you can use it, because it's simpler than those other ones, right? This only has like 3 materials on it. Rather than that cliff one, I think has more. What about the kind you paint? It has that too. Like that's just an automatic, you know, you would just add another layer, right? So like that, we can kind of show you. Like, feel free to ask anything, just so you know. Like, I don't mind doing, like, you know, showing stuff, helping stuff. I heard there was some LED stuff that changed in landscapes as well, so I need to check that out. But basically, landscapes are pretty easy when you want to paint stuff. The only thing you actually have to do, and that's why I recommend downloading that stylized, right? So mine's a little more complex than yours is going to be, right? But basically, we'll make one on stream here. We'll just do this. No. Right, so let's open this. This is a simple enough thing, right? Make one. I think I might have released this to subscribers. I'm not sure. The one that's actually in this project. But let's just say, let's go to this, being a map. I don't think this has one. If it does, we'll delete it. So, like it does, so we'll just delete that. Right. All we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here. I like to keep it organized, so even if it's an experiment, we're gonna put it where it goes. Let's go to material, right? And here we go. So, the simplest way to start is, let's say we want grass, we want dirt, right? I'm not gonna use a texture for that because I don't have them, right? But this can be a texture, this can be any thing right here. Okay, this is gonna be our grass. This is gonna be our dirt. Okay, that's simple. We're now gonna do landscape layer blend. Right? We have 2 layers, so we make 2 on here. First one, grass, because because it's going to be more places than the dirt, right? And this is going to be placed down first. This is going to be dirt, right? We can keep it simple. It can just be a weight blend. That's fine. Height blend or alpha blend are if you're using a texture to blend between the two, right? And it's this simple. You now have a landscape, right? And then to add layers, all we're gonna do, right? So material right here, we're just gonna rename this. So this is landscape underscore, right? We're gonna assign that right there. This is our landscape that we have selected, landscape material. Gonna compile some shaders because Unreal basically to save stuff, it compiles it based on your usage case, right? So from here, it's all black. Oh no, that's fine. That's where it's supposed to go, right? We're gonna go to landscape. We're gonna go to paint. And from here, we have to create new layers. We could just use these. That's fine. This is basically just information about that layer. But we're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit weight blended layer. Save it somewhere. Oh. Press. You know, whatever. Alright, it reset. We do that same thing. You name it whatever. Okay. And now, just wait for it to compile again. There we go. I'm actually kind of surprised. It's supposed to auto-assign it to the whole thing. Because it was first down here. It's probably because there's already stuff here. But there we go. That's a layer, right? This is now a layer 2. Gonna compile that layer, apparently. But it's now blending together. That easy. If you need me to go over anything, just let me know. I think it's doing that because I already had a landscape here. Yeah, and I save VODs. All that. So just go over it. And then so let's make it a little more advanced, right? So now instead of having 2 constant colors, I'm just gonna grab from my textures. So textures. I already have some in here, right? So texture and a texture. Now, this is the only difference when it comes to this. So we're gonna do that and that. So I just changed what's plugged in there. What's gonna happen now though is it's not gonna be scaled correctly. Right? So the reason why is because these are just random textures, and it's gonna try to stretch that one texture all the way across the landscape, or it's gonna tile it. Right? That's what happens. It tiles it super very much. So all we do is we come in here, and there is a landscape coordinates, which works just like texture coordinates. So you can multiply this. Or it's divide, I don't remember. I think it's multiply. So you can multiply this, and you can do it separately if we wanted. Really, we could use the same one. You can also just increase the mapping scale here. And then from here, you would just be like, okay, so let's do this 10 times. Let's do this, 15, so that they're different. And that's the major difference, right? And you're not gonna see anything here unless you assign this right here, which is the weight blend, which is basically how much of each thing is gonna be on it. So that's why you'll normally see it all just a solid color or something. And then with landscapes, because we are limited on texture samples, the one thing we do want to do is set this to shared or clamped, depending on your need. But that will save us texture samples. And we're gonna just make this a little more advanced, right? I might be wrong on how much this needs to be multiplied by. I don't know yet. You have a way to, I think something called mass material. Yeah, so that's where this comes in. I was about to do that. So we can expose the numbers by, I'm just hitting 1 and then left mouse clicking to make a constant. And this is gonna be rock tile. This is gonna be grass tiling, right? Oh, if I typed in it. Grass tile. Right, so we'll just keep those same numbers though. Or, you know, this was 15. This was 10. So this would be the master material. And then we can also do this, where we can set this to a parameter as well. And this will just be a grass map. Right? That means we can now change that. We're not going to do it to the dirt. Why? Just because. As an example, right? And if we wanted to do roughness or anything else in here, we use the same thing. We use the same layer. Right? You can clean this up and have it where you're using material functions or material attributes, but that's more like advanced things, I feel. And not everyone might agree with that, but like getting something to work this way, this simple, I think is a good first step. And it honestly, if you download those projects I was saying, you're gonna learn so much about the engine just by I don't know how much you like opening things and looking at them, but they just cover a lot of stuff where it's just like, oh, there's so much stuff in the content examples project. Like, I can't wait to see what they add in it for 2.24. But like, there's a math hall, there's particles, there's little blueprint examples, there's all sorts of things where it's just like a lot of the basics that I think a lot of people skip over. But yeah, so we expose those numbers by making them a parameter. We can limit the numbers we want them to go between. So like, let's say we don't want that to go under 1. We don't want it to go over 100. No reason, but it just changes what it looks like. There's some new stuff with perimeters, like custom parameter data, but that's a little rather stuff. We can also sort them. So like this will be tiling group. You know, let's put that in the same group. So they're both in the same spot. Let's look at your material. Right? We just right click it, say create material instance. We now have a material instance of that same landscape. Right? With that, we assign the material instance to the landscape instead. For 1. Oh, and I did it wrong. It's divide, not multiply. I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. Happens like every time. And the nice thing about material instances, you can change them without recompiling. So, for 1, we should fix that little oopsie. So let's just change that to divide. So, multiply the landscape coordinate, divide it, dead. Just copy and pasting this. You can hold control to actually grab these nodes from 1, place them on another. And then here we go. We're gonna see that same thing, but just in the opposite. So we'll actually be able to set the scale a little better. Where now, there we go. Right? And we don't have to recompile it to change these. And that's how it works with any instance. And then say we want to change this grass map. Well, we made that a parameter, right? Like there's the grass a little higher. Like, let's just go, okay, let's use this instead. Nope, that's neon. But we can literally just then assign any texture to this. like, you know, it's now red. And then, but that covers a lot of the basics. And I think if you open up that stylized content example, you're going to see the exact same thing. And a little more. It shows you how to make automatic cliffs. It shows you how to kind of do a little blend stuff like this. I think I'll show you one more thing. And this is a little more, you don't need it. But it's nice to know about, is this is the last thing I was mentioning. Where I was saying, there's also this other way. So we can take something like, let's just say this noise. We could actually just take a black and white of this and do it, but that's not as fun. We're gonna just set it up to that same UV that the grass map's at. And we're gonna come here and then set it a weight blend, which is what it currently is. We're going to do a height blend. And that means, let's plug this in. The height, and now instead of it being all you know, where it's a smooth one to the other, it's now going to have this little bit of noise to it that we can actually scale. We could actually separate out that scale for the other stuff. But you can kind of see, just with this, how it would scale. Now instead of blending smoothly, it blends based on that height map. That's actually a pretty nice noise to blend grass with. That's kind of nice and stylized. But yeah, there you go. Hopefully that helped. Anytime, feel free to ask questions, and we can tell that height map's there now. So now instead of just getting that smooth little blend, anytime we try to blend with the grass, we get that craziness. Oh, I need to use this. So we can actually see what it looks like in action. But that looks pretty nice. And now let's actually assign the material that was here already, which is just my landscape material. I think, what was it called? Now I gotta find mine. Not that I'm gonna save this, we'll post this out. But yeah, if you have anything else, feel free to ask. But also, I don't know if you're on the Discord. But there is a link for it. And honestly, you know, I'm available. Feel free. And then, not to be a sellout, but I also release, for anyone interested, I release materials and anything like this that I do on stream a lot of the times onto the, and by request to subscribers on Twitch and Patreon, to like a special subscriber area where you basically just go, I want this, and I go, fine, here it is, and throw it at you. Cry a little bit. Playing about that last part, or am I? We'll never know. No, let's see. But yeah, hopefully that helped. Obviously, I don't mind helping. I have no idea what was assigned here. Is it like terrain? No. Landscape. That's an engine tutorial. Oh, right there. Is that it? Yeah. Right there. Damn. Now it's gonna be all weird because this is a different, because I basically weight painted it. But you can see like mine, anywhere there's grass, I actually also add this grass block. Obviously this is temporary. But this this guy has some other stuff. So like this is my simple one for this game because I was trying to keep it simple. Not, but I tried. Yeah, I was basically I'm trying to find the style for this game, but I think it will be like basically we make little grass block things. No. I've never actually even played Minecraft for more than like 2 seconds. I think I tried it. Like, the only time I played Minecraft was when I took over my cousin's and like blew up his town. He was trying to tell me he made this whole giant Star Wars world. And I was like, no, dude, you downloaded this. There's no way you're this good. And then I just lit everything on fire. He started crying. Was like, no, trust me, I made it. And I was like, no, you downloaded it. But using that height blend is actually how I'm doing this right here. So we're doing a little fancy rocks, right? That we can kind of just fade in a little bit instead of the whole way. And that's how we're doing it. So like you see how it's not a whole material showing up, but just that. That's how we do that. Yeah. Let's close it. Alright, here, I'll save that too. So if you want that, I can send it over to you. Oh wait, no. I want to do the opposite. Just let me know. Okay? Reopen that, basically. Just message me or something on Discord. Alright. With that, though, I think we did pretty good today. I am going to stop the stream, mainly because I have to work in a little bit. I'll let you know. I'm trying to... One of the basic things you showed first. Yeah, and just rewatch the VOD. And I'll upload it to YouTube as well tomorrow. Just so anyone knows. I've started to do that so that they don't get lost on Twitch. You know, Twitch deletes them after X amount of days. But I think I am going to end the stream now. So if you haven't already, follow on here, do the Discord thing I just did, the social, I have other places, I don't know, I hit that follow button, hit subscribe, and I'll love you more. See you soon, yeah. Hey, thanks. Now I'm trying to see if there's someone we can go raid. And thank you guys for stopping by. I know today was a little unusual. It was just kind of compiling, I mean, you know, a list of things to look at in 421-24. But let's see, is there anyone we can raid? Anyone you guys like? I don't know. I don't really watch game dev. That's not true at all. No one I follow is really online. Oh, I feel like I know that name. I don't know which stream. Gotta watch it. No Jitspo. Freaking ad. Every time with the ads. Twitch. I don't even want to raid someone now. Yeah, we'll send it to Jitspo. Why not? He's working on something. I don't know. It's he's got a magnificent beard. So that's where it's going. That's where we're streaming to. Where we're raiding. See you guys later. All that. Bye-bye. I'm hungry. Alphas are fun. Alphas are fun.